Hey everybody, this is Goodman. So we are back at the house doing some more work. Today we're going to be taking care of all the electrical stuff, just putting in a bunch of outlets, fixing all of the light switches and all that good stuff, and then getting like one plumbing thing done because there's a little part that's leaking on the new subfloor and I need to fix it before we destroy it, like the other subfloor was destroyed. So without further ado, let's get into the video. A beautiful dreary day down south. These work days suck, especially when you gotta go get sheetrock. So let's go try to do that and also get this subflooring that's in the back. It's just been rained on all night and I didn't think about that. So we need to, and I got something stuck in my eye. You see how red it is? Great, it looks like I'm crying this whole entire video, so that should be fun. Anyway, we gotta go get all this stuff taken care of. Hopefully we can get sheetrock somehow. Probably just get some tarp and put it over the stuff and then get it over at the house for Roberto, because he claims he'll be hanging sheetrock today or tomorrow. And the big thing is I want to get to painting. I want painting to be done next week. So we've got a lot of work to get done. Let's get to it. All right, let's go over some stuff. So I did not think about this in the last video to tell you guys about like the buying of this house and like how much it all cost. So they had listed this house on Facebook. I'm sorry, I'm out of breath because I got that drywall in. But anyway, so they listed this house on Facebook Marketplace. I want to say it was like 2 or 3 months ago. And one of my TikToks actually came out here, viewed the house, liked it. And I offered them something ridiculous. They wanted like 33,000 or something like that for this house. And so I offered them, I think like 13,000. And then, of course, he never got back to me. So then finally I was like, okay, look, I called him back and I was like, hey, look, what's the serious offer? Because he had actually lowered the price down to 25,000 on his end, because he's a wholesaler. I know, whatever, you hate wholesalers. I hate them too, but whatever. They get me good houses, so I just kind of love them too. And he said it was 25,000, so I said, look, can you do 20? And he's like, I'll do 23. So I said, let's meet 22 and we'll call it a deal. So 22,000 is what I purchased it for with closing and all, because with wholesalers, you have to pay closing because they will not put any money up at all, $0. You have to pay for everything. So I got a buddy of mine who closes here in Birmingham. So we got it closed for like $23,137, $100 and $103.47. That's how much it was. So that's what we got this house for. Right now, I would say we're probably at least $5,000 into it. I have to do some math and figure out all of the money that's gone into this place so far. Most of it's been labor. I wasn't gonna replace these windows and stuff, but then it turned out like after looking at it, like we're gonna put window units in. I was like, there's no way those older windows, we would have had to cut the glass, built frames around them, and all those windows were falling out anyway, so the water's been coming through here. I mean, some of this house is so rotted because the lady who lived here just let it just keep leaking. The roof was leaking, put a new roof on it already. Only $2,000 for a brand new roof, which was crazy. That's Roberto price for you, so that's always nice. But yeah, so right now I can see Roberto's pretty much got almost all of the floating done, all of the patchwork done with the sheetrock. We've got to put sheetrock into the kitchen. We got to put sheetrock into the bathroom. We got a couple spots in the bedrooms. We got to put sheetrock in. He's doing all that. I told him I want to be painting by next week. So I want to be painting in here. Once we get paint done, we can get flooring done, we can get fixtures in, and then we can either rent it, which is what I normally do, renting through Section 8 only, or we can flip it. So if I did $23,000, let's say my budget was 8, there's no way we're gonna be at 8. We're gonna be probably at like 10 or 12,000. So even if we're in it like $35,000, $36,000, low end, I can probably sell this house for $45,000 and I would make not so much money, but I still make okay amount of money for only working here for like, a month and a half. But high end, we're talking probably in the 60s because I'm making it into a 3-bedroom. We're gonna make the bathroom really, really nice, tile surrounding the tub, new vanity, new toilet, everything's gonna be really nice in there. So hoping we can get in that 60 range, which would be super nice. I mean, you're talking a huge profit right there if we flip it. Now, if we go the route of renting it, this place would probably rent for around like $950, $925. This is Alabama. This, you know, everything is a lot lower price here. Section 8 also doesn't always give you the best price for renting, but it's guaranteed money from the government. That's why I love it. It's fantastic. But with me saying that, it depends when we get to the end. If we're super low in the amount of money spent in this house, then I'll probably flip it. If we're a lot higher than I'm thinking, some other stuff comes up. I don't really think what else could really come up because I've ripped this house down to the studs and I kind of know what I'm looking at. If we have a ton of money into it, like we're just so much money in, I will probably keep it for a rental because I can recoup that money. I can recoup money from the rental. Then after a while of holding it, even with property tax, even with insurance, even with all that, after recouping some of that money, then I can go and sell it, make a lot of money, a lot of profit on it, and I don't have to pay the capital gains tax that I would be paying if I flipped this in less than a year. So it's things to think about when you're doing this stuff. Like, you know, if you hold it for a year, rent it, you can get rid of that tax, 15% right off the top, no matter what. Sometimes it's worth it just to go ahead and sell it, but a lot of times renting is better. It's a headache sometimes to rent though. If you're gonna go and get a management company, you're gonna have good luck with that, I'm just saying. But if you're willing to do it yourself, you're willing to do this full time, you can do it, it's possible. I did it, I'm doing it still right now. Like I manage all of my properties. I have 20 rental properties, all Section 8, all managed by me. So you can do it too. And like I said, we'll get into more of like how I did it, how I'm doing this, and how you guys can do it too. All free, no courses, no $500 seat, you know, paying $500 to get the seat at the table. Like you can have the seat at the table for free. But yeah, anyway, right now what I'm probably gonna end up doing is we got electrical boxes that need to go in. So this is for the AC right there. That's gonna be for the heater because the heaters are gonna go on the wall. I'm not doing central heating because there's not already central heating. I got that plug I gotta get wired up. And then in each bedroom, we have the same kind of deal where we have the boxes that we need to go ahead and get wired and get boxes in them, get the wires cut, make sure they're all into the outlet correctly, and then be done with that. Because once I get done with that part, then it's really just up to Roberto to get all of the sheetrock done. I'll come in on Monday and I'll spray the ceilings and I'll probably start rolling all the walls. The kitchen is gonna need a ton of every landlord's favorite product, Kills, to get this, to get oil base on here, to get all these stains hidden and stuff. We floated all these walls, so they used to be a lot worse than they look right now. But we're gonna put Kills 2 on, or sorry, Kills, the oil base. So when you put it on the ceilings, this whole place will look brand new, and then we'll paint over that. We're gonna get new cabinets in. I have cabinets sitting at my warehouse because my dad, when his hospital that he works at is getting rid of cabinets and they're doing renovations, he goes and saves them. Yes, that's ridiculous, but hey, it saves me so much money because each one of those cabinets is $150 and we probably have like 40 or 50 cabinets still sitting at my warehouse, just chilling out, doing their thing. This is also gonna be kind of a torturous room to get done, is this laundry room, because this entire wall, I don't know if you guys can see this, you can hear it probably. But anyway, it's all completely rotten. I mean, the roof in this room was so bad. I mean, it was just complete water everywhere when it would rain. So we redid it, and that's great, but we're gonna have to rebuild this whole entire wall. So from the door all the way over to the other side and get this whole thing completed and no more shaking, which would be nice. And then the deck on the outside, we're just gonna pressure wash it, paint it, be done. Outside, we're gonna paint, be done with that. We gotta take off some of this old siding. This is old house siding. So we'll take off the bottom, put some plywood down there just so we can paint this whole thing, make it look really nice. But you'll have your water heater here. So you can see my hand. Yeah, you can, okay. Water heater here, washer there, dryer there. We're not gonna put the dryer and washer in, but they'll get a water heater, of course. I'm not gonna like, oh, hey, yeah, here's a house you can buy, but there's no water heater with it. You know, that would make a lot of sense. But anyway, with that, we're gonna get into doing some of this electrical work. It's pretty boring work to me, but I like it because I can just sit there, listen to a podcast or listen to some music. Charlie Brown Christmas is my flavor of choice, and just sit there and all day, just cut some wires, put boxes in, tighten everything up, and get electrical going so we can turn on some of the plugs. So we have plugs around the house as opposed to just in like one area, which right now is just the kitchen. So I'm gonna get to it. You know, you guys just enjoy watching a bunch of electrical boxes going in, I guess. And maybe tomorrow we'll get into some more fun things. And if Roberto, I usually can hear when Roberto's on the way because his car is so freaking loud, his old Chariot. And then we'll maybe get some footage of him getting the sheetrock up and stuff like that. I brought some scrap, all that scrap pieces from my warehouse that I've been saving for years now. Because my dad is like trained me just to save all this junk. Usually I don't need it. He watches these videos too, so he'll be insulted by that, it's okay. But I usually don't need it. I don't want to keep it all, but then the things like, then days like today happen where I'm like, well, if I bring the sheetrock over, that's like 5 or 6 sheets less I have to buy. Okay, well, sheets of sheetrock are up to like 14 or 15 bucks a piece, maybe even more now. So it saves a lot of money in the end. You never know. If you have the ability to store your stuff, then I would store it. But yeah. Anyway, just choose your battles some places. Let's get into it. Let's get some electrical stuff done. When Roberto gets here, we'll get into some sheetrock stuff. Thank you for being here. Let's do it. All right, so I realized after I was doing some of this stuff, I was gonna go ahead and, well, actually no, it was this plug over here. I was changing out the wires, but then I realized the wire's going up into the attic. Now the problem is that I think I put that wire that's going up into the attic, I think I put it into here thinking it was a switch because I thought there was a switch right there, which there isn't. There is nothing. So I have, which would have been great, you have double power going to that light switch, and so it would have just been on the entire time. It would have been great, probably would have had some problems. So this is where the original light switch is supposed to be, because you know, you walk in the door, you can turn on the lights to the outside and the lights to the inside. So what I'm gonna have to do now is, Roberto's gonna hate me because I've already messed up his sheetrock there. I'm gonna have to cut right here, and then I'm gonna drill up in the attic, and then I'll run the wire that I was using for the switch, I'll run it over to here, and that will bring power down into here so we can power this light and that light up there and have 2 switches here. So yeah, problem, but we can solve it. I just got to go to Home Depot and grab a double gang Old Works box, and hopefully it will stick in here. If it doesn't, I might have to improvise and put like a screw into that stud to hold it in place, because yeah, we got to get this thing done. So I'll be right back. Probably go to the store and get this, and then, well, actually no, I guess I'll buzz first so I make sure I can actually see up there, and then we'll go to the store and get the stuff to fix this problem. Question's gonna be, why are you using yellow wire? That's so much more expensive than using the 14 gauge white wire. Well, the reason why is because the crackheads on Facebook Marketplace seem to be able to steal this stuff more. And so when they come and sell it online, I pay 400 bucks for a reel of 1,000 feet, which is only $100 for every 250 feet. Which in that case would make it so that that's cheaper than the white wire. So everything gets the 12 gauge here in my world. And you know, what does it really matter? It's like it can hold more amperage, and I'm only gonna be putting 15 amps through this one, so it's not that big of a deal. But yes, I understand the concern. Okay, and now this thing is like way over here. Can you go to the top, please? You know, when you have the actual right tools for things, you probably should use them. But oh well. Look at that. Wow, so that was so tough. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, let's pull this baby up. Nice and carefully, since I don't have any electrical tape, so Yeah, I know. Those who failed to prepare are preparing to fail. Well, I'm gonna prove that we can still do it without it. Ha, 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 ha. We did it. We did it, guys. All right, let me get this fed up there. I'm gonna hop up in the attic and then get it connected. And then we're gonna finish some more electrical, go to Home Depot, grab the stuff we need. We'll be back here for more punishment. All right, there we go. Just like it never even happens. I don't think Roberto will even notice. Look, I even put that back in. See? Got screws in there and everything. He won't even notice that I totally messed up all of his work here. All right, anyway, we're gonna get moving on more of this electrical. I pretty much wasted like 30 minutes, but I need to go to Home Depot because I didn't have the 240 plug for that window unit, and I didn't have stuff for the water because the water has been leaking in here actually. Right here, you can actually see the stain on the new OSB, and actually the camera picks it up pretty well. So it's this one right here. It's this guy. So it's the L. So all I'm gonna do is I'm pretty much just gonna cut it right actually down here. I'm gonna cut it, and then I'm gonna put some PEX on it, L it out, and then put some more PEX on it, or sorry, yeah, some more PEX, and then put a shut off. Just crimp it all together, and it will be good to go. So I'll get to return that that shut off valve there, and just get another one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I'm just gonna keep going with all these plugs, get them done. I'll just come back to you guys when I am completely done with all of them. I always love finding stuff like this. Okay, so that white wire is completely burned. And then the black wire, the hot wire here, was completely corroded off. Oh, that's a white wire, so there's the white wire, okay. So black wire is somewhere in here. I don't even know. I'm gonna have to decipher all this stuff, but everything looks so beautiful. You know it was a good one. I guess I would be mad at myself if I didn't show you guys this. So this is the amount of paint on this cover. Okay, so the wall cover is, of course, the same color as the walls. Then you got some blue under there. You can kind of see. It may only be like 2, wow, there, and then all the nice droppings that come out of there. I mean, but geez Louise, look how, like, again, just look at that ridge of just the amount of paint that's gone on these walls, and then they just keep painting over the cover. You know, it's just what we do, I guess, as landlords. All right, so it's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but we've got Roberto here.
You just got here.
Yes, he's here. So Roberto is jack of all trades, does everything here.
Okay, so
it's for YouTube. Can I? Hey, you're interrupting my YouTube commentary. Okay, so anyway, so yeah, we're gonna get some more work done here. Hopefully he'll get the sheetrock in. He said he's getting it in today, so we're gonna go ahead, get some insulation up, get the sheetrock going, and then we're good to go. So we'll see you in the next clip. Hopefully we'll be done, or at least close to done. So we got a new color unlocked. We got blue now. How many paint colors? Actually, did we already have blue? We had like a lighter blue. So how many paint colors has this house been? I don't know, but that's a very interesting color blue, I have to say. All right, so we got all of the electrical done today, and well, at least I think most of it, if not all of it, done. I think I got, like, you know, obviously we got to do the lights and stuff like that, but I got all the electrical outlets. I know I don't have these ones, but you got to put sheetrock up, whatever. I got the majority of it done. How about that? Whatever. But we've had this leak, like I pointed out earlier, right here. And so right about here is where we're just having a constant drip, getting on the subfloor. Probably the reason why this entire area was just completely destroyed before we got the house. So I'm gonna cut the copper down here. I'm gonna put a shark bite on it so then I can go to PEX. And then I'm gonna come up with some PEX and probably clamp it over to here. I mean, not right now, but I'm just gonna connect it all up right now. But anyway, so we're gonna get PEX up to there. Then I got an elbow to come straight out here. And then we have a quarter turn shut off right there that will come out. So then we'll have the cold water good to go, no more leak. And that should be good. So let's get to it. All right, so here's a close-up look of what we just did. Pretty much shark bite onto the 3/4 or 3/8 copper, went to 1/2-inch PEX, then just did an elbow and then a quarter turn right there. That's what the old one looked like. I'm just gonna leave that one there because it's not leaking, so I'm not gonna care about it. But I do need to get some kind of strapping going across there so that can be against something rigid so it's not moving at all. But that's pretty much it. We got that done. Happy. Okay, so we got subflooring done yesterday. We got the electrical all wired up and good to go. We have those little things left over, but that's going to be because we got to wait for the sheetrock to be put in. I got lights I got to put up and all that stuff, but we got to wait for paint. We got to do all that kind of stuff. So got all that done. Got that plumbing done too. It's been a long day. Roberto's going to keep chugging away at the sheetrock and hopefully start finishing tomorrow. And then by the end of Friday or the beginning of Saturday, we will have our opportunity to go ahead and start painting. So, really happy with this one. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. We will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
This is Goodman back with another